Hello, welcome to Grey Dog FM. This is Dave Dog, and we're back with a slight change in the programme. Not the FA Cup second qualifying round that we promised. More about that later, but we're playing a big league game today. But we'll start off with this transfer news. We've offered a contract to Kian Taylor, a wing-back right, defensive midfielder or midfielder centre. We see him in that ball-winning midfielder role or defensive midfielder. Here we are. He can play in those three positions. Come up on a scout report. Excellent signing. He's 3.5 star at the moment. And we're just using the yellows, 3.5 star potential. Our best midfielder at the club, he would be. We've offered him a contract, but there's a lot of interest from other clubs. And he's had a bid and a contract offered from Solihull Moors, who are in the National League. So there's every chance that we might miss out. But who knows, if you look at the wanted list, he's wanted by all those. Mansfield, Northampton, so I believe they're League 2 teams. I'm not holding out that much hope, but we're trying to strengthen that position there. So let's have a look how we've been going on then with the fixtures since you were last with us. And in the last episode, we left you with a massive 7-0 win. Unbelievable. Against Chorley. We've not quite been able to recreate that sort of form. It was probably a glitch. Anybody who thinks we're going to run away with things were brought down to earth in the next game. Hitchin at home, newly promoted, near the foot of the table. We went down 1-0. Let's have a look at the stats on that game. 12 shots, 4 on target, 10 shots, 6 on target for them. We had the better XG, but we couldn't score. We put Macaulay Brooksby in, and he had a poor game at 5.8. We rotated a little bit with the game being close to the Chorley game. Tuffy came in and played defensive midfield. Played Jones as a centre-back. He didn't play very well. Our youngster at right-back, Francis, had quite a good game at 6.8. And he's looking promising. But overall, we couldn't do the business at the top end of the field. And we went down to a 44th minute goal from Hitchin. Di Gregorio came on and had one disallowed on 83 minutes for offside. But very disappointing after that 7-0 to go. Down 1-0 in this game. So we put that right in the next game. Leamington away. We seem to be playing better away from home. 3-2 was a score. We were 3-0 up and came back in the second half. Did Leamington to get 2 goals. The final one a penalty on the 90th minute. So the score looking a little bit closer than it was. 2.22 XG to 1.56. We really should have won it more comfortably. We had a penalty from Sims in 9 minutes. Williams, I've been playing him in that advanced role. Tate Trusty has been injured and he's taken to it. He's playing well there. Stead got the third on 28 minutes. So we thought we were going to get back to the 7-0 form. 3-0 up in 28 minutes, but it wasn't to be. But we got over the line and got another 3 points on the board. Next game was Scunthorpe at home. Scunthorpe are second in the league. They were favourites, just come down from the National League. And we went down 2-1. Hinchy opened the score on 41 minutes. Just before half-time, they got one back, 44 minutes. And they got the winner a minute from time. Foco, who'd missed quite a few before that, got the winner on 89 minutes. Poor defensive performances from the fullbacks there. Ferguson 6.6, but even worse, Jones at 6.1. Hinchy back in the team and our man of the match at 7.3. And Williams having another good game in that forward midfield role behind Sims up front. We probably could have got a draw out of this one. But Scunthorpe are a good team. We've lost to the top two. Guiseley still 100% record after 10 games, blazing it away at the top. Next game was another away game to Kidderminster. They were third in the league at this point, and we ran out 2-1 winners, so a good performance. We rode our luck at times. They had 18 shots, but only 4 on target. Our XG, we got 2 goals from 0.38. Goals from Williams again, and Sam's set piece had us 2-0 up on 50 minutes. They got one back on the 90th minute, Tierney, and Sims had one rolled out in the 4th minute of added time for offside, getting a lot of offside goals. A good win though at Kidderminster. As I say, the away form is fantastic. See the three in the midfield, the two centre-backs and fielding in front playing well. Sam's the man of the match in this one. Williams dropped back. We played a 4-3-3. Putting those three in the middle there against the better teams worked. Up front, Sims and Lovick not playing so well. We then played the FA Cup second qualifying round. It was only against Barton, Southern League team, I believe they are. We battered them. Again, it was us that was being wasteful. 22 shots, only 7 on target. 2.7 XG and only 2 goals from that. But they had nothing. They had 3 shots, nothing on target. So we bossed the game and we should have won by more, really. 5 minutes, Sims got back on the score sheet. He had one disallowed in injury time at the end of the first half. Trusty back in, but injured again. Went off after 65 minutes. And a first goal after 77 minutes for Callum Jones. A very good finish. The back 5, if you count the keeper, all in the green there. So all playing well against lower opposition. But it was Fred Ngoy who was the man of the match at 8.2. Just a word about Alex Hurst. He came on and played well. But we've got to take into account the opposition. Let's just have a look at the goals. So here we go. Ngoy running through the middle to Sims. Out wide to Trusty. Trusty puts the ball through and Sims takes the return. Clear of the defenders and slots that one. An easy finish for him. Here's a second one. Jones on the edge of the box. Takes it in and slots it home like a striker. So 2-0 against Barton. We're into the next round of the FA Cup. So the third qualifying round. And we will be playing Hensford away, another Southern League team, although they have been in the National League North about 6 or 7 years ago, been in the tier below since then, and it's a game we should be progressing in. But today's game then, Stevenage, third in the league at home. Let's see where we are before that. So we're in 9th, just outside the playoffs, a point outside. We've got 16 points from 10 games. So a point behind Kings Lynn and Scarborough and 2 behind Chorley and Kidderminster. Guiseley storming away at the top, 10 points clear, 100% record. They've won every game, including the narrow 1-0 win against us. So let's have a look at the team then we're putting out today. We're going to again go with the 4-3-3 formation against the side higher in the league. So it's Macaulay in goal. Jones at right back. Hopefully he's got confidence from scoring that goal. The central defensive partnership playing well. Sams and Hyena. Ferguson is left back. Fielding in front as a deep line playmaker. The two in midfield. Hinchy as a Mazzala and Lovick as a box-to-box midfielder. Up front, Sims, our top scorer. I think he's got 7 now. And Ngoy on the right and Stead on the left. On the bench, Beresford, Hardin, Tuffy, Williams and youngster Porritt up front. We've got Trusty injured. He's got returned to full training in 2 days. He keeps getting these niggly injuries. We'll welcome him back when he returns to training. We're going in balance then on our custom tiki-taka, and let's see if this formation does well against another top team. The team talk before the game, we're going to go against Gianluca's recommendation, and we're going to go for the top one. The pressure is all on them. So what do we have to lose? Go out and cause an upset. Let's pump fists and say that. And nothing happens. Everybody's composed, apart from Hinchy, who's complacent. So Stevenage lining up, same formation as us, a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. There we are, just outside the playoffs by a point. See if we can get back into that mix again. Let's skip the formalities. Into the game we go. And we're going in on balanced. I'm going to change that. I'm going to go to cautious. And I know we're the home team, but these are third in the league. And we have to give them a bit of respect. And the first highlight with the pouring rain coming down is a corner. Macaulay punches out to O'Neill at the back, at the outside the box. They're working it around outside. Someone's going to get a shot in here. Pond knocks it to Wilkes, but Jones is there and heads that out. But it's still Stevenage with the pressure and working it around outside the box. We're moving our line up outside and pressing them, but they've still got possession. Here's Wilkes, plays it through, and Sams loses his man there, and Sheriff opens the scoring on 21 minutes. Let's shout and encourage. That's not the start we needed. 21 minutes, we're behind. to Stevenage. Let's skip that and get on with the game. Look at the momentum. The momentum's all Stevenage. And we're going to go back to balanced. And just over the bar there, another chance for Stevenage. We've had no shots whatsoever, although we've got most of the possession. If we could just exchange that possession for some worthwhile attacking play. Here's Sams. This is our highlight. Sams to Aina. Aina, foot on the ball. Hinchy through ball. Sims is away. He's got a yellow card. And he fit. Oh, I thought he'd finished that. But he's hit the bar. And chance there for us. And Sims not taking that one. Put through by Hinchy. And we're running up to half time. We've had some shots now. We've gone to balanced. And it's a corner. In it goes. Guy heads out. And Goy picks up at the edge. What a shot. We've hit the woodwork again. And we're just having no luck here. We've twice hit the woodwork since we've gone back to balanced. And it's going to be half time with a 1-goal deficit. Let's get into the dressing room and see if we can G the boys up to get back in this game. And we're going to go with Gianluca's recommendation this time. I want a much better display. We're going to point finger in the second half. And that's motivated most of the players. But Sims is losing confidence. Playing at 6.4 with a yellow card. I think his time is numbered unless he gets his shooting boots on. Let's start the second half then. Still pouring it down with rain. And it's static rain. Nothing happens when there's no highlights. And we have a bit of momentum coming into the second half. And here's Sams with a free kick. Plays it short to Aina. Aina back to Sams. Playing it patiently at the back here. Get that ball into midfield like you were doing earlier. Knocked the ball down the line here. Instead, he's got away from his man. He's lost control though, and that's a penalty. I'm surprised at that. He looked like he just run into him. And it's Sims going to take the penalty on 62 minutes. Come on, Sims, book your eyes ears up. Need this one to go in. And it does. Keeper goes the right way. But just enough power to beat him. And we equalise on 62 minutes. Sims, the man with the penalty. There he goes. Keeper sort of lost his footing. He just chipped it over him really. And a strange penalty, but we're not going to complain about that. And we're back on level terms. And we take boss in the match now. We've got 1.22 XG to their 0.54. Here's a long ball through. Ferguson's going to pick this up easily. Don't give it away. Plays it in short to Lovick. Lovick comes short for it. Back to Fielding. Fielding knocks it to Hinchy. Hinchy turns his man. Plays it out to Ngoy. We're playing well now. Ngoy. Shot. And it's tipped over. Is it? I thought the keeper touched that, but obviously not. Over the bar from Ngoy. Harry Lovick's had enough. Let's have a look. We're on 82 minutes already. 83rd minute. Harry Lovick is poor. He's not that bad. 6.3 for Ngoy. He's not playing well. Yeah, Lovick can go. I'm going to put Lovick out there for Ngoy. And we're going to bring in Williams and make him a Mazzala on that side. Ferguson not doing so well at left back, so I'm going to bring on Beresford to replace him. So just 2 changes at the moment. Ferguson and Ngoy coming off. Williams and Beresford replacing them. See if we can win this game. A few minutes left. 1-1 would be a good result. And it looks like that's what it's going to be. On the XG, we've had the better chances, but not a bad result. 1-1 against Stevenage, 3rd in the league. And we're definitely up there with the top sides looking for a playoff position this season. Tom Sams playing well at 7.3, our man of the match. Aina 6.9, Jones 6.9. Sims got the goal from the penalty spot to equalise, but only 6.5, so not playing as well as he could. And we've got to be satisfied with that to say we didn't play so well, getting a point from 3rd place Stevenage. After that, we're 2 points outside the playoffs now, but moving up a position to 8th. We're there or thereabouts. If we could just get a striker and another creative midfield player, then I think we would have the team to really cause some damage amongst those teams. As you can see there, Guiseley extending their 100% record to 11 games with a 2-0 win over Hereford. And let's see where we're going to come back for the next game then. So we're going to play a few games. We'll play through October. If we get through the FA Cup third qualifying round and get a decent tie in the next round, I'll bring you that one. Otherwise, we're going to come back for Fylde away. Fylde not doing as well as they have been previous seasons. They are mid-table in 11th. We'll come back for that one then if we don't get a good tie in the qualifying round or even get through to that stage. And hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I hope to see you for the next video. Thanks very much for watching. This is Dave Dog. For now, goodbye.